Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to today's edition, day number 6 of the Soil and Soul series here at Sacred Earth Essentials, where I believe the earth is sacred and you are too. We all matter, and today I am here bringing you one of my dear herbal friends, Usnea. I found a whole bunch of Usnea on a walk recently, and I thought that would be a wonderful addition to the show. So we are here on this rainy day with beloved Pope St. Clement in the potting shed, Yoda outside being Yoda, and me in here with some old man's beard, some Usnea. So Usnea has many different varieties. It grows in moist places throughout the world. Some of the different varieties are known as Usnea barbata, Usnea californica, and Usnea longissima. So what is this strange looking growth on this plant? So Usnea is actually, it's considered a lichen, which is a symbiotic relationship. It's actually a symbiotic relationship between lichens and algae. So when we're thinking about this idea of being interconnected and symbiotic relationships and working together on the natural physical realm as well as in a spiritual or soulful level, we can examine the difference between unhealthy codependency and healthy teamwork, interdependence, symbiosis, family, community, whatever types of words best suit your idea of working together with others. And then in order for Usnea to be what it is, Usnea requires that symbiotic relationship between algae and fungus. So it's been used in traditional Chinese medicine for about 2,000 years. It's known for its cooling, drying, and energetic properties, its ability to clear heat, move damp, and resolve toxicity. So some of the things that I have used Usnea for has been for lung and sinus congestion. It can be dried and made into a tincture as well as into a tea, which does not taste very sweet. You would need to add honey to it, and sometimes in order to clear out the bitterness within, we actually need to add more bitters into our diet and less sweet things like processed and refined sugars, for example. So the main chemical in Usnea is called usnic acid, and usnic acid is often included in creams, powders, toothpastes, mouthwash, deodorants, hair shampoos, and even sunscreen products. It's used as either the active principle or a preservative. It's also been used traditionally in indigenous cultures as a wound dressing, because one of the awesome parts about usnic acid is that it functions as an anti-inflammatory and an analgesic, so helping to soothe inflammation. Think like mucous membranes, as well as being able to give a bit of pain relief. Maybe even more importantly, it's known to be antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antiviral. It has gained the nickname nature's doxycycline, or a natural antibiotic, but antibiotics you can find in your own backyard. Imagine that. You actually can identify what is wrong with you, identify something to apply to it, and then find it in your own backyard. not having to go through a corporate healthcare system that, no offense, but is often lacking. And so, in my personal medical belief system, I strongly advocate for the symbiotic relationship between what we in the United States know as modern medicine or allopathic medicine, working together with more traditional, indigenous, nature-based modalities, naturopathic medicine, herbalism, shamanism, or just basic earth medicine, plants as thy medicine. You don't have to process this and with chemicals other than if you're making a tincture to extract it. So with these anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties, antibacterial, antiviral, and even helps with fight off protozoa, it can promote excretion within the kidneys and the urinary tract, which helps to support a healthy immune response. It also supports a healthy immune response in the respiratory tract, the mucous membranes, and helps to maintain a healthy microbial balance within the urinary tract system. So it affects, multiple, gotta show you Yoda, multiple different systems within the body. Another interesting fact about Usnea is that it is very sensitive to the air quality and is often killed by absorbing too many pollutants in the atmosphere. So when you look in your, the woods, the nature near you, if you find Usnea in abundance, you know that the air quality is pretty good. And so one of the reasons that we want to take care of soil is because it works as a symbiotic relationship with everything else, with all of other life, whether we're talking about Usnea or Yoda or me, right? Or you guys. It all comes together. And this is part of, nature's art, God's art, God's genius. And so when we don't take care of ourselves and the earth, we lose out on this beautiful biodiversity. And we also are losing our own power when we put all of the power for our healthcare into the hands of others and don't take the initiative to educate ourselves about our own health and what we can do to empower our own healing. Then we lose out, and our health deteriorates. And then, over 50% of the population wonders why it's depressed and anxious, etc., or obese, or has diabetes, or heart failure, or cancer, right? And so as we begin to bring back this knowledge and the understanding and the feeling, the experience, the embodiment of this connection with nature, then we can help facilitate this global expansion, improvement of both consciousness and our physical health and our relationships, our overall quality of life as we begin to reconnect with the plants, which then can help many of us to reconnect with each other. So I hope you enjoyed today's edition of the Soil and Soul series with Sacred Earth Essentials. I'm your hostess, Stephanie. So don't forget the earth is sacred and you are too. Go in peace and be a blessing.